So the Tower of Adversity has finally been reset, and in my opinion, this is the best reset that we've had in a while after version 3.0, because there are a lot of teams that you can possibly build to be able to clear in case you don't have the new shiny units that would debut in version 3.3, including Kyuki and Denia. So in today's video, I'm going to take you through the buffs provided and provide showcases using all the units from version 1.x and version 2.x to clear so that we can get an idea of the amount of power creep through HP inflation that has been introduced in the game. Keep in mind that all footage used in this video was captured on the creator server, so some things may be subject to change on the public server. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Keep in mind that I'm not going to be spending that much time on the Resonant Tower because enemies have low HP compared to the Middle Tower. But let me just go over it very quickly so that you know what to expect. The Resonant Tower is basically meant to show Frolova, but if you don't have Frolova, any Havoc DPS units that you have on your account like Camellia or even Havoc Rover will be able to clear. And don't limit yourself to Havoc DPS units because any DPS will be able to clear as long as they are not of the Spectral attributes, because Sigillum is highly resistant to Spectral. Now let's move on to the Echoing Tower. It's basically meant to show Changli, which is quite surprising because we haven't gotten this kind of buff in a while. Enemy fusion resistance is decreased by 10%, and when Resonators cast an intro skill, their attack is increased by 5% per second, stacking up to 4 stacks. And when you have 4 stacks, your Resonators will gain 40% resonance skill damage bonus, which is why I mentioned that it's made to show Changli. So the old Mono Fusion team, including Changli, Lupa, and Brent, should be able to clear just fine. Aside from that, Galbrena should be able to clear just fine. Jinhsi can also clear just fine because she also skills off resonance skill damage. So you should be able to clear just fine as long as the DPS units that you're using is not of the Glacial attribute, because Lumpilumin is heavily resistant to Glacial. So Carlotta won't really work here. Alright, now let's move on to the Hazard Tower, which is the main focus of this video. For floor 1 and 2, enemy fusion resistance and spectral resistance are decreased by 10%, and their error resistance and havoc resistance are increased by 10%. The second buff is where things get very interesting. Attack is increased by 20%. Resonators gain 30% all damage bonus or all attribute damage bonus for 20 seconds after casting an intro skill. This buff right here is one of the things that makes this reset very good, or one of the best resets that we've had so far, because as long as your DPS unit belongs to the fusion element or fusion attribute or spectral attribute, you should be able to clear just fine, because this buff here can easily be obtained by all the units on your account. So even your sub DPS will be able to contribute more in terms of damage to the entire team. For the choice of all the units that I'll be using, I'm going to be using Shorekeeper, Cantarella, and Jinhsi. I tried to use Yelin to replace Cantarella, but there was a bit of a problem with getting 3 stars or 3 Doritos, as a lot of people call it, because Yelin doesn't really provide any resonance skill damage amplification like Cantarella does. Now, let me take you through the builds that all my units will be using. Shorekeeper is on Variation because I know a lot of you guys will be using Variation. I'm using 5-piece Rejuvenating Glow as always, and my full cost is crit damage with double energy regen 3 cost and double HP 1 cost, as you guys can see right here. And she's at sequence 0. Cantarella will be on String Master because I know a lot of you guys will be having String Master. She's on Moonlit Clouds, crit damage 4 cost, double havoc damage bonus 3 cost, and double attack percentage 1 cost, as you guys can see right here. Alright, and she's at sequence 0. And finally, Jinhsi will be using her signature weapon. 4 cost is crit damage, and 3 cost is double spectral damage bonus, and 1 cost is double attack percentage, as you guys can see right here. And she's at sequence 0. Now, before we begin the showcases for floor 1 and 2, keep in mind that I had to lock in while I was recording the footage for the runs, so my face cam is not going to be on the runs. Alright, here we go. For floor 3 and 4, we have the usual buff that increases your damage output by 5% or your total damage by 5% every 5 seconds up to a maximum of 60%, just like all the other resets that we've gotten so far. However, the second buff is where things get very interesting. Enemies' all attribute resistance is increased by 15%. When enemies take negative status damage or are inflicted with tunability shifting, which includes tune rupture shifting and tune strain shifting, this effect is removed. Do keep in mind that we have easily accessible units that can easily apply negative status effects that also does damage over time, and the damage is considered as negative status damage. And a great example of such units is Spectral Rover and Bolin. Now, both of these units can act as your sustain because Spectral Rover's S4, if I'm not mistaken, there we go. Spectral Rover's S4 allows him to heal the entire team, which can also proc the Rejuvenating Glow set. And Bolin is obviously a sustain unit with the ability to amplify all your teammates' damage by 15%. So in case you don't have Gyuki, Luke, or Imeth, you can modify your team composition to include Bolin or Spectral Rover to act as your sustain to be able to trigger the Rejuvenating Glow buff so that your DPS units can do more damage. Now, for the third buff, attack is increased by 30%. Total glacial damage is increased by 30%. Enemies take 80% more total glacial chafe damage and 160% more total fusion burst damage. After a resonator inflicts tune strain shifting, the total damage taken by enemies is increased by 50%. So the third buff here basically synergizes with 3 units, which includes Luke, Imeth, and Hyuki. But if you don't have any of those units, as I mentioned earlier, just build your teams around Spectral Rover or Bolin, but Bolin will be more recommended so that you'll be able to get rid of the 15% all attribute resistance right here. Now, for my old units team composition of choice, I'll be using Bolin, Sheji, and Carlotta. Carlotta can easily take advantage of the 30% attack right here, and she can also take advantage of the 30% total glacial damage increase right here. Let me take you through all the builds that I'll be using on all teammates. Bolin is on Fusion Accretion, and keep in mind that she's actually supposed to be on Variation, but I realized this too late because I thought I was using my main account while recording. She doesn't really need Variation, but it just makes your rotations much smoother. In the runs that I'm about to showcase, you can see that I had to do a little bit of basic attacks to be able to fill the small amount of concerto energy that was left so that she can intro to Sheshi. She's on 5-piece Rejuvenating Glow, crit rate 4 cost, energy region 3 cost, and attack 3 cost for one of the 3 cost as well. And finally, both of the 1 cost is attack percentage, as you guys can see right here. And she's at sequence 6. Because I know a lot of you guys might have Bolin S6 since we don't have a lot of 4 stars in the game, so it's quite easy for you to S6 your 4 stars. Now, Jeji is using String Master. She's running Empyrean Anthem, 4 cost crit damage, 3 cost is double glacial damage bonus, as you guys can see right here, and 1 cost is double attack percentage, as you guys can see right here. And she's at sequence 0. And finally, we have Carlotta. Carlotta is using her signature weapon, crit rate 4 cost, double glacial damage bonus 3 cost, as you guys can see right here, and double attack percentage 1 cost, as you guys can see right here. And she's at sequence 0. All right, here we go. Overall, I had a really good experience with this Tower of Adversity reset because there are a lot of teams that you can build or experiment with in case you don't have the units that are being debuted in version 3.3. And I strongly believe that endgame should be more rewarding for players that have invested the time and effort to be able to properly build their characters, master their rotations, and also have been able to obtain their signature weapons, for example, regardless whether the character is new or not. I was able to clear floor 1 and 2 with Jinhsi with 9 seconds to spare, and I was also able to clear floor 3 and 4 with my Carlotta with about 30 seconds to spare. All the units still have a place to stay as long as clearing endgame is concerned. So HP inflation is gradual, but it's not outrageous such that all units are now useless in endgame. But let me know your thoughts about this reset in the comments section. Our Discord link will be in the pinned comment if you're having any issues with Withering Waves or you just want a place to chill or hang out. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.